Hello, you're watching Ellie from Ellymentry Papercrafting. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. Today I'm playing with the gorgeous Beauty of the Earth suite. It comprises of a stamp set, which comes with a set of dies, and the gorgeous designer series paper, and a lovely bark effect embossing folder. The papers, as usual, are 12 by 12, 6 designs each of double-sided. So just quickly, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and of course, if I turn them over, you'll see we've got more gorgeous designs. They're all just gorgeous papers. Lovely wood grain there, and the lovely blue cloud sky. Beautiful papers. So I'm going to be using a couple of those. It's going to be quite a simple card today. I've really done a lot of the work ahead of time, as I often do. So what I've actually done is I've taken a couple of the dies and cut out some basic tree shapes. So if I get the die set out for you and show you what I've done, I've used this die to make that base of the tree, and then this one here, which cuts out that, which I think you'll agree is beautiful. And this one alone looks gorgeous as a winter tree, you know, with all the leaves gone. But I coupled it with a piece of the designer series paper, this one, and I used this die here, the two together. So the inner one cuts out the holes, so that shows you the holes in that one, and then I use the outer die to cut the whole thing out, and then that goes on top there to look like a tree with leaves on. And then this one here I stamped using this stamp, and then you go over it with the other stamp in a different colour, and then I use this die again to cut it out using that one, and then went on and then cut that out with this die. So the dies are very versatile. So then I've made a different tree like so. Okay, so that's how I've done the trees. Now I'm also going to use a piece of the sky, and that's the other side of this one. So that's going to be the top half of my card, and then for the bottom I'm going to use another piece of the designer series paper, this one. So that's the flip side to those trees there. Okay, so I thought that could be my sky and this could be my grassy bank. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my cardstock, my paper down to size. So that's my paper ready to go onto my card blank. My card measures 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. So these mats will fit on like so. So if we just pop those down, I'm using my Tombow multi-purpose glue. So we've got our green grass at the bottom and our skyline at the top, so that's lovely. So I'm going to pop my larger tree to the top half there, and I'm going to bring my smaller tree down a bit, like so, I think. As I said, it's going to be quite a simple card, nothing too fancy today. But I did think I'd bring in something in the foreground here so that the trees aren't just sticking on top of the paper. And from this beautiful stamp set called Grassy Grove, I'm taking this, and I thought if I just stamp that across the bottom, then the trees can be growing from behind the little bit of undergrowth here. So I need quite a dark colour for this because of the dark colour of the grass here. So I'm going to use Evening Evergreen. Sorry if I move the camera there. Now I want to stamp on top of the tree trunks, so I'm going to stick the trees down first. So let's just pop some glue onto the trunk like so, and then I'm just going to put glue on the back of my hand like so. And this works really well when you've got such a fine cardstock like so. It puts some glue all over but not in a thick layer. Okay, so that's down. So when I stamp this on across here, it's probably not going to be stamped very evenly, but that's fine because it's only going to be an interpretation of some greenery there, which doesn't always grow evenly in a natural environment. So we know it's not going to be dead even because it's going to go on top of these, which will distort it slightly. Okay, so if I pop that down, and just to help me because I've got that uneven surface, I'm going to use this. You can buy something like this to use with the Stamparator's stamping platform. Mine is just the top of a candle bottle. Put some weight in it and then just covered it with a soft piece of cloth, and that helps to give pressure down onto a stamp. So as I said, it's not going to stamp evenly. We knew that was going to happen. I get a smaller stamp, this one. I think if I just stamp that one there, what I've done is I've just inked up that last little tree, and if I pop that in there, that will give us a little bit more greenery like so. Always knew this wasn't going to stamp really well because of the raised tree, but it does give a kind of abstract effect. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but what I am going to do is get one of my blending brushes, and if I just take a little bit of the green off of the stamp itself like so, and I'll just take off the worst of it on a piece of scrap paper here, and I can just blend this in like so, and that will blend the whole thing into our background. And then the trees don't look as if they're just stuck on the ground. So that's basically the card. I did say it was a very simple card today. And all I'm going to add is a little happy birthday. So let me find a nice die to cut that out. Let's have a look at my dies here. What have I got? It's probably going to be the best one there. Yep, I'm going to use this one. So many lovely dies to choose from. This one's from the Ornate Frames collection. So I'll just pop that down on there. And I like to use a piece of low tack tape for this. This one is Heffy Doodle, is the company that makes it. And it's not really a tape, it's like Post-it note, and it comes on a roll. It's really, really good. So that's my greeting, which I think I'll just pop on there. But what I am wondering is, I wonder what it would look like if I just ran it through the embossing folder, the bark embossing folder, just to give it that little something something, which is what I'm going to try next. So yeah, I'm really loving that effect. If I hold that up to the camera and see if you can see the effect this has. Really good. So I'm just going to pop that up on some dimensionals. And I do need something to just finish this card off. Which would be a couple of birds in the sky. Do I want that centrally? Yeah, I think I will pop that centrally. I need some birds here. So I do know that I've got birds in, I think this one would be nice, the Arctic bears. I've got a couple of lovely birds in here. There we go. So I think I'll do those in either black or basic grey. Let's try the basic grey to start with, see what that looks like. If it's not dark enough, we'll use the black. Yep, I'm going to use the grey. It's there. Yep, I think that's enough. So there you have it, a very simple card today. I think you'll agree with the beautiful papers. It's made this card really simple, and with the effect of the embossing folder as well. A couple of stamps, the birds there in the background. I think you'll agree it's really effective. So if you'd like to purchase anything from the Stampin' Up range, you'll find a link to the catalogues, digital catalogues, in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. And there will be a link to my online shop. So thank you again for watching me today. I hope you can share this video, click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.